So just finished giving the Corvette a wash, and I had my wheels turned this way, and I happened to see that my front tires are getting pretty worn. The car has 14,400 miles. I was kind of expecting the front tires to last a little more, but it looks like I might have about 1,000 miles left on them. I'll probably get the alignment checked at the same time that I get the tires replaced. Just kind of curious, those of you that have more miles, how many miles you're able to get out of your front tires. I heard some people that are able to get 30,000 miles on the rear, but the fronts just tend to wear out faster because you can't rotate them, and the way they have the way the cars are set up with a little bit of toe in and negative caster on the front, so that makes them wear out a little bit faster on the inside compared to the rears. A few weeks ago I went to the Corvette museum in the Corvette factory in Bowlingreen, Kentucky, and they were telling us how they have $439 million invested into the plant, how they're building a new paint shop as well as other upgrades to the plant. So they're gonna be shutting it down so they can get that taken care of. So after that they'll resume on the 2018 Corvettes. But with all that kind of money invested, I'm really excited to see what all they're gonna build, or how much better they're gonna make the cars, because that's definitely a lot of money, and through each generation they just keep making the cars better and better. I know they got the ZR1 coming up, and it's gonna have upwards of 700 horsepower. So with this one having 455, I just can't even imagine what that power will feel like. So for the 2018 we'll have the ZR1, and I'm hoping that for 2019 or 2020 we'll have the C8 Corvette. But one thing's for sure, with all that kind of money invested, I'm sure they're gonna be better than what they are now. They're reliable cars, good looking cars. I mean, just for the money, great performance. As I said on my previous video, how I've had it for 2.5 years, over 14,000 miles, and no issues at all. I know that's not a lot of miles, but I still try to drive it as much as I can. But on a car like this that you drive aggressive, you know, so the wear on this car tends to be more than say, for instance, my F-150 over there, you know, because this are hard miles compared to my F-150. So, but still, these cars are reliable, and with all that kind of money they got invested into the plant, these cars are only going to get better and better. So I'm looking forward to see what else they're going to come up with next. Now they have suspended all the plant tours. I did have a chance to go just a few days before their suspension, but the Corvette Museum is still open. I recommend any Corvette enthusiast to check it out. You get to see all the Corvettes from the first generation all the way to the C7. They even had a 1953 Corvette, which only 300 of those were made. Several special editions. Also Lingenfelter Corvettes, Callaway Corvettes, as well as some of the concepts that never made it into production were there. So a really cool place where you can go and see all kinds of Corvettes. They also have a store where you can get all kinds of merchandise Corvette related. So definitely recommend that place. And after they resume the plant tours, I'll want to go check it out again just to see how much the plant changes after all those upgrades. But that would probably be at least a year and a half until they resume the tours. I had read on some of the forums where some cars will have paint peeling issues. Now my car is 2.5 years old and the paint still looks great, so I personally haven't had any issues with that. But one of the things they're doing is building that paint shop, so that'll definitely make it to where they'll have a better quality. So hopefully after they build that new paint shop, they'll have a lot more colors to choose from, and maybe even a custom color option. That would be pretty cool. And I think it makes good business sense, because for some of the colors they already charge extra. Like originally I wanted yellow, but I didn't really feel like paying an extra $1,000 just so I could have yellow. Plus I kind of like the way the seats match with the color of the car, so I decided to go with red, so I could also save the $1,000. Because a lot of people actually wrap their cars, plastic dip their cars, so they can have a unique color. So it would make good sense if they had more options to choose from as far as colors.